So we are back with a brand new episode of the Blue Jays franchise, and last episode we went simmed up to this point. We're going to go and face off against the Houston Astros here in Toronto in Rogers Center. So the Blue Jays 69-51 on the season, a great record, whereas the Houston Astros, they're not really doing that well at all in MLB this season. But right now in the matchup between Mad Bum and the Houston Astros, Mad Bum 11-3 on the season, 3.11 ERA. He's doing very good. I think he was up there for All-Star too. I think he was an All-Star this season. So Madison Bumgarner having a great season so far, his best season as a Blue Jay by far. But the Astros, their lineup is pretty good. They have Jose Altuve, Carlos Gomez. I seriously have no idea why they're not really good. They have Altuve, they have Gomez, they have basically a pretty decent team. But they get this one high, they are deep to center field. That's caught by Buxton, the first out of the day. So 1-0 here in this inning on the top of the first. But next man up swings and misses on a curveball down and away for the second out of the day. And the first strikeout of the day so far from Mad Bum. The next man up hits one high in the air, deep to left field. That one is carrying, that one's back, and that one, sayonara baseball. So the Astros' first home run of the day, and that puts them up 1-0 here in this game. And now George Springer's coming on at 2 outs in this inning, nobody on. But George Springer hits this one high in the air, shallow left field. It's caught by Jock Peterson. That ends off the top of the first right there. So we're losing 1-0 here going into the bottom of the first inning. They're gonna bring out Joe Ross. He's gonna pitch out for today. So 3-10 record, a 5.46 ERA. He's not having that great of a season, but first man up gets struck out by him in a slider looking, and that's the first out of the day so far for Buxton. So no 2 outs sitting with Josh Donaldson coming on, but Josh drills one right to left field for a base hit. So finally we get a base hit in this game, and now we have a runner on first base with 2 outs sitting in the bottom of the first. But next up is Cespedes. Cespedes runs it right to the first baseman, easy walk to first, and that ends the inning off right there. So our offense, as soon as we get players on base, this usually happens, we usually get out. But heading to the top of the second inning here, Tom Newman comes out here for the Astros, but Tom drills one high in the air, deep to left field. That one is gone. So as soon as we head to the top of the second inning here, the Astros already leading 2-0 in this game. I mean, that is not a good thing to see, as Mad Bum lets up his second solo shot of the day, and we're really already losing in the top of the second, so that's not very good at all. But now 2 outs inning for Mad Bum, but next man up strikes out on that 4-seam fastball, and it's going to end off the inning right there. So into the bottom of the second inning here with a 2-0 deficit. Jock Peterson swings and misses on that fastball down the pipe, and that one for the first out of the inning right there. But next man up is Daniel Murphy with 2 outs this inning, and right now he's sitting over 300 on the season. But Dan Murphy hits one in the air in the left field that drops for a base hit right for the left fielder. So Dan the Man Murphy having a great year so far with the Blue Jays. Ever since signing that last episode, he's having just on a tear the entire time. So Daniel Murphy, probably one of the best pickups I've ever done so far in a franchise mode. He's played so well for us. But now is Will Mars swings and misses on that 4-seam fastball, and as soon as we get something going, we're heading to the bottom of the third inning. So next man up, we're going to go and strike with the first man up there in the third inning for the first out of that third inning right there. So Mad Bum, a few strikeouts already on the day, but now 2 outs is sitting for the Blue Jays. But next man up hits one high in the air, deep to right field. That's caught by Cespedes. That ends off the inning right there. So 3 men up, 3 man down there for the Astros, but Demir swings and misses on that pitch for the first out of that 4th inning right there. So, or bottom of the 8th inning right there. But Jamie Arias, come on, man, you gotta go and swing a little bit better there. But now up is Steve Casto with 2 outs, but Steve hits one right in right field for a base hit. So Steve Casto, he's one of our better hitters on this ball club, and he extends his hitting streak to 12 games. So he's having a great season so far for us. But he's gonna run to second base, trying to take second, but he gets caught there. I don't know how he got caught. I thought for sure that maybe he made it, but I don't know, this game kind of gets tricky. But here's Lucas Duda. We trade him to the Astros last episode. Lucas swings, misses on that 4-seam fastball in the zone right there for the first out of the inning right there. So Lucas Duda cannot go and face his former pitcher, Madison Bumgarner, as, I mean, Mad Bum versus Lucas Duda, he's having a terrible year, at least Lucas Duda is, and yeah, you can't really beat that. We walk the next man now, 1 man on, 2 outs, but next man up strikes out on that pitch, perfectly placed by Mad Bum down in the zone right there, and that's gonna end the inning off right there for the Blue Jays. So Mad Bum, great day so far besides the 2 home runs. Donaldson hits one in the air in right field. That's gonna go drop right in front of the right fielder for a base hit. So take a look at this one in slow motion, and look at this one. The right fielder eats up so much turf, and he gets hit right in the face by the baseball. So that's pretty funny though to see all that kind of stuff happening in MLB The Show with its physics and all that kind of stuff. But next up is Cespedes. Cespedes swings and misses on that one. That's gonna sit him down for the second time today. But next man up is gonna be Jock Peterson. He swings out of his shoes right there, and right 2 outs is sitting with a man on. But next up is Tulo, but Tulo, he is clutch, drills it right down center for a base hit. So we finally get a man in scoring position here, but guess what? We go and pop this one high in the air in foul territory. Like, just happens to stay fair, and that's caught by the catcher to end off the inning right there. So as soon as you get something started, We go and end that one off. But next man up, if for the Astros, it pops one in the air in the foul territory. That's caught by our first baseman, and now hits one right back at Mad Bum. Mad Bum goes and influences that double play, and that's gonna end off thing right there. So great double play turned by the Blue Jays. It hits it right back to Mad Bum. Mad Bum, great precision on that one, great awareness. So to the bottom of the fifth inning here, but guess something big happens, and it looks like Ross is gonna get out of the game. That mild dull pain in the back of his neck. So I guess we literally were pain in the back of his neck, and he's gonna get out of the game. And they're gonna bring in a new pitcher who's a 7.4 ERA, and his name is Kevin Dickerson. So the ERA, I guess you can't really let it fool you. Every game is a new game, but he goes and strikes with the first batter there in Buxton, and he's gonna go in off the inning right there for the Astros. So comes in, strikes with the batter, and next man up is gonna be Altuve. But Altuve hits one high in the air, deep to left center field. Could drop right in the gap for a base hit and more. So it's easy double for Altuve, but gonna go and force him to only double on that one, even though he has 88 speed. So I guess a pretty good play by our defense right there. But next man up hits one high in the air, deep to left center field. That's caught by Buxton. He's gonna run to third and get that sacrifice right there. So now there's a runner on third base here with only one out. But next man up swings and misses on the four-seam fastball in the zone for the second out of the inning right there. So we need these clutch strikeouts, but next man up, he's going to pop this one in the air in foul territory, and that's Lucas Duda actually, and he's going to get caught by Donaldson and off the inning right there with a man on third base. So they leave a man on, but next man up on the Blue Jays is Steve Castro. But Steve Castro, a great play by Altuve. The next man up is Cespedes with 2 outs, nobody on, but Cespedes swings and misses on that four-seam fastball in the zone, a heater right there. That's going to end off the inning right there. So he's throwing almost 100 miles per hour, but guess what? Mad Bum is playing that game too. He's going to go strike at the first batter he sees in the next inning. Now there's only one out in the top of the 7th. The next man up swings and misses again. So 2 outs in this inning, back-to-back strikeouts by Mad Bum. And right now he's actually catching fire right now. But guess what? Next man up, it'll go round out right to Donaldson, but Donaldson, he cannot field that one. That's going to be a base hit. So come on, Donaldson, you got to go and play for that one at least. Like, he barely did anything on defense right there. But next man up hits one high in the air, deep to right center field. It's caught right on the warning track by Cespedes. That's going to end off that quick inning right there for the Jays. So at least we only hold that to a single. But next man up is going to be Jock Peterson. This went right in the left center field. It's going to be caught by the left fielder. And come on, man, this is just, it's getting too silly right here. They're just making just amazing plays on defense to hold us to barely any hits on the day so far. So we're getting severely unlucky in this game. But next man up is Tulo, and he's patient and gets walked by their pitcher. And there's one man on here too, since for the Jays. But Will Myers, it's one high in the air, deep to right center field. That one's carrying, that one's back. That's gonna be caught by the right fielder. And our luck, we end off it right there with no runs scored. So it's the top of the 8th inning here, nobody on, nobody out, but it drills in right down center for a base hit on Mad Bum. So Mad Bum maybe reaching the end of the game right here, but now 2 outs sitting with a man on first, but he get a base hit once again, so it's gonna make it runners on second and first here, but 2 outs sitting for the Astros. And Mad Bum, he's going to go in and let it ground out right to the first baseman, and it's a really close play, and I can't really use the analogs that well, especially when it's that close. But we step on first, get the out, and end off the top of the 8th inning right there. Sitting to the bottom of the 8th inning, here we get Buxton on, but Buxton drills in right down center field for a base hit. So Buxton actually getting on in this game, because I thought for sure he's playing like absolute garbage before, but finally gets a base hit in the 8th. We need to make something out of this, but guess what? Donaldson pops up right to the pitcher on a broken bat, and that ends off the inning right there. So unlucky in this game. We're going to bring in Aaron Loop, a 1.97 ERA on the season. He's playing so great for us this season at the top of the 9th, but Aaron Loop influences a round ball right to Will Myers. We get the first out after throwing to first on that play. So now one out in this inning, nobody on, but the next man up gets this one high in the air, deep to right center field. Now it's carried down his back as he caught by Cespedes on a great play right there. An even better catch. So 2 outs sitting for the Astros, but we're gonna go walk the next batter on a close play right there at the play. But next man up grounds it right to Tulo. Tulo is gonna gun this one for first base, gets the out. That's gonna end off the quick inning right there for the Jays. So Aaron Loop comes in, plays clutch. Now we need to play clutch in the bottom of the 9th inning here, as we need to go and make something happen in order to come back and win this game. As we have Ken Giles coming to go and play against us in the 9th, but guess what? Since Drake at the very first batter he sees in the 9th, and that's Cespedes for the first out. Next man up is gonna be Peterson. Peterson runs it right to the first baseman, barely walks at all, and gets the out for the second out of the game right there. Now we're only held to only 1 out left in this ball game, so we all our hope resides on Tulo. We need something to go and happen if you want him to come back. But Tulo, a terrible swing right there. I don't think that's gonna be ball game for the Astros. So the Astros win 2-0 here on 2 solo shots. So lucky right there, and they take this one in Toronto. So anyway, guys, let's zip it off for here. Make sure to like, subscribe for more Blue Jays franchise mode. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Out of the pen. Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this. Mexicano, I'm working like a Mexicano. New persona, I'm moving on from Ferragamo. Get the llama, I party with the real Madonna. Beat the odds, do numbers, and remain humble. Drop top punches, I'm so used to this. Bugging at the pound, I'm so used to this. I know